Greetings and salutations, everyone. This is Creeta, and this is Feed the Beast Interactions. How are you all doing today? I'm doing splendid. Thank you for asking. Aha! So, if we take a look, we'll see that our neutron reflectors are well underway. They are doing fantastic. In fact, where were they? Where were they being built? Were they being built over here? They probably ran out of tin alloy or something of that nature. Item output enabled. Maybe we didn't set that up quite properly, but that's no big deal. We're just going to yoink it up there, and then it will struggle to put stuff in because... ay. You know, you try and do everything in this town, and you just can't do it right. Everyone gets grumpy at you. Says you're not doing stuff energy efficient and all that jazz. Oh. Alright. Yoink. Now we can put that in there and it should work properly. Oh, we definitely want blocking mode on this one because we wanted to use the more expensive tin alloy recipe and not as expensive in beryllium. So, neutron. We're going to be trying to craft another 10 of these. Hopefully we have enough. Beautiful. Fantastic. So, in between episodes, we've been working on the Naquata stuff, right? Last episode, we made the fantastic ZPM, which might not be all that fantastic, because the quadriatic fuel might be the bee's knees. I'm not sure. What is the deal here? It says it just outputs more, but that doesn't make any sense to me. Naquadriatic. Ah, this is where it's at. The Naquadria. There's a lot of ways to get that. One way is just in the processing. And we have some, right? We have Naquadria, about 60 of it. That's quite a lot, actually. We've improved this system here. We are now using IV hatches, which are beautiful. And then they're being transformed into Enderium level stuff, and apparently we are completely out of energy. Oh my, oh dear. Oh dear. Is that because of all my processes going on? Alright, well this guy is still full, so it's not the end of the world, but I definitely need to be paying attention to that. We sort of have all of these running at a moment. Trying to get tungsten carbides and whatnot. Alright, that's full too. We're a-okay. Don't freak out. It's everything's gonna be alright. Beautiful. So, these neutron reflectors are being crafted, right? Just out of tin alloy, that's no big deal. We are getting very close to being able to craft the 8 fusion coil blocks. And the nice thing about this quest here is it gives us 24! So that is beautiful. I wonder, can we make a UV hull? That'd be nice. UV machine hull. Next, what are we missing? Naquata alloy and a UV machine casing. Do we not have the ability to make a UV machine casing? Come on. UV machine casing. There we go. This one, right? That quest is one of the last ones that we need to make, so it's very exciting to me. And that is beautiful. Just now need osmium plates, Naquata alloy. Cool, I'll make that off camera. Once we have that complete, this entire page will be done, and that's another page out of there. I have taken a look at some other things, such as, is it this guy? What does he need? Fusion Reactor Computer Mark II? I think we might be making that before that, so that's nice. Dragonheart's all taken care of. Yeah, we'll be able to get this. The question, though, is will we be able to complete this in time? We're getting there. We have to make some infinity armor, a neutronium ingot, which might be a little tricky. Energy core, chaotic core. We could probably do that pretty lickety split. An infinity energy cell. What can we do about you? That's a lot of dense energy cells, right? Because we're getting to the point where we can totally craft the key. There's some methods to it. We don't necessarily have enough energy to have it flow properly, but there's some tricks. I want to see if we can not necessarily rely on said tricks. But you know, that's that. Let's see, what other quests are we looking at? I think we do want to do large plasma thingamabobber. That's going to be a lot of tungsten steel, but it should be totally worth it. What is the stuff for that, right? Crafting. It looks like the exact same thing as our normal turbines, so it should be all the same stuff, just with the tungsten steel. That's not so bad. That could be pretty good, actually. And what does make plasma, right? We either are making argon plasma, apparently we're not. We're making helium plasma, deuterium, and tritium, or helium-3. Okay, iron plasma, silicone, and magnesium. That's something that we might be able to look at. I think we have those. Nickel, potassium, fluorine, beryllium, deuterium. No, I don't like that one. Carbon and helium. I don't know. But the question is, how much energy do these guys make? A reasonable amount. That's quite a bit. I don't know if the math is amazing, but it's worth looking into. I don't know how much stuff this takes, though. The plasma turbine itself might be kind of tricky to maintain at a constant rate. But it's worth looking into. I just never done something like that, and it doesn't make sense to me. This makes sense to me. Put uranium in, and it go brrr, right? A little bit of uranium, a little bit of energy in the form of these lasers to keep it heated, and out comes steam. That is a system that makes sense to me. Oh, and we're full here. That's beautiful. I like being full. Haha. We could probably add a fourth steam turbine here, and it would still work. But for some reason, I really like this room. We could always make a second one of these. Anywho, let us get together the stuff for a few more quests. It's in this logistics request table. Hee hee. Look at all this. Remote stuff? Perfect. Dimensional transceiver? I even made 2 because I think we need 2. It's not like a node. And just like that, we should have a ton of quests complete in the party stuff, right? We can't complete the integrated tunneling, unfortunately, but I think everything else is done. Oh. Apparently okay. I didn't have to make 2. Never looking at what is in front of us, always looking at logic. Ay. Can't complete this quest. Very sad. This recipe doesn't work. But otherwise, I'm going to declare this page complete. Next up is this page, and we're working on this one, right? This page is going to be a bit tricky because it needs the Mark III, and I don't know how far away we are from that. Though it suggests that we can use fusion coil. Isn't it the Mark IIs that we need? I thought it was Mark IIs. What? Mark II. MK. Yeah, I thought it needed fusion casing Mark IIs. But I guess that's just wrapped in Americium. So that's not as bad as... Oh wait, no, that's the outside. That's the outer wrapping. Huh. I don't know. I think we got to figure that out at some juncture. Maybe the cores that we're making will be the right cores. And all we have to do is make the fusion machine casings. That's not so bad. Here I am wondering, where's beryllium ore? And I've been sitting on a treasure trove of it this whole time. Whoo-wee. That's embarrassing. Let's see, what can we do with this? Is it just the standard processes? Yeah, I guess it. And with a little bit of finagling, we are now requesting 8 fusion core block thing, coil, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, how cool is that? It'll take a moment, but in the meantime, we have set up the osmium. Well, I don't know why it wants osmium, but it wanted a UV machine hull, and that just required a little bit of alloy, which is not so bad. In fact, let's see, what can we do with this? Is it just the standard processes? Yeah, I guess it. And with a little bit of finagling, we are now requesting 8 fusion core block thing, coil, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, how cool is that? It'll take a moment, but in the meantime, we have set up the osmium. Well, I don't know why it wants osmium, but it wanted a UV machine hull, and that just required a little bit of alloy, which is not so bad. these things required. Oh, that's funny. It needed to, it's currently making the MV field generators, so what we just got would have actually helped that craft. But that's no big deal. It'll get through it. It's gonna work through that problem, and it'll be here shortly. In the meantime, I'm making up some more of the fantastic alloy stuff, and it's gonna be lovely. All we need now is to set up all the things for the Mark II fusion. Now, because it does require, I want to say, ZPM energy hatches, we might as well go straight to the UV energy hatches due to the level 3 will need them. So we'll make a whole bunch of those, and soon it'll be all here. I guess I do need to get these ready too, huh? Tungsten steel plates around the LUV machine casings. How many of them do we have down here? I guess it's going to give us more, right? Don't make more. It's going to give us 32. So however many we have down here, I'll just need to make more to adjust for it. Can I? Please don't do something bad. Oh, only a little bad. That's okay. We can work with that. That's no big deal. Really? 16. Oh. There was another set on this side. That's no big deal. All right, I'm going to strip off all of the LUV machine casings, and we'll see how many we actually need to upgrade. It looks like 79 is the magic number, and this guy is going to supply us with 32 once we make 47, so 79, right? All right, we only have to do 47 of these. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And then it's going to leave us with a whole bunch of LUV machine casings. Isn't that nice of the quest? That being said, we do need to upgrade these input hatches, but I will do that after. For now, we got to do this. How are those fusion cores coming along? I am super curious about that. Hello, Mr. Fusion Cores. What is your progress? It's working on the circuits, some wire stuff, so if I speed up the wire part, that'll be appreciated by the machine. What else is it trying to make? It is apparently turning those into something. Oh, soldering alloy is out. So that is an interesting opportunity. I've been meaning to transfer from soldering alloy to proper tin. Why? Because tin is free. We get it from the that dimension place, you know? So if I just take actual tin ingots, yoink, we're just going to make a whole bunch of this stuff. I should set up some wireless, but for right now, this will do. And we're just going to fill that puppy with actual molten tin. This stuff will act as a substitute for soldering soldering whatever. And it's a little bit more expensive on the tin side. It takes about double the liquid, but it doesn't require any antimony, and tin is a lot easier to get than antimony, at least in my opinion. So this is going to work really well for us. Ah, there we go. Our fusion coil blocks. Boom! That's a good sound, everyone. That is a lovely sound. Fusion coil blocks, thank you. So with that, we're going to be able to come down here and just vein mine up all of these superconductor coils and put in these fusion guys. Unfortunately, I have to place them rather precariously because we stripped this down a whole lot more than we had before. But I think it should be relatively simple. Yeah, things are coming along real nicely, everyone. I'm looking forward to the future, and yeah, this is pretty nifty. The question is, at what point do we get the key? I'm trying to make it so that we can complete all the quests that are possible before the key, but it's a little tricky. Now, I do need to know, is this a 3 and then a 2? I feel like it is, but we'll figure that out momentarily. And yeah, look how awesome this is. It's so big. A grave mistake has occurred. To make the fusion reactor Mark II, we need a little bit of europium. And I'm relatively certain that europium can only be made in a fusion reactor. So, before we upgrade it, I'm going to have to make some of that, right? And we'll make it together, obviously. So all of these LUV machine casings get to go back on. I'm relatively certain that it can still use the fusion coils on the insides. I'm just not sure about the LUV machine casings. So we're just going to be hopeful and roll with it. That's all we can do, really. So on everything goes again. Yeah, apparently it doesn't work with those coils. Isn't that nice? And after thinking about it and reconstructing this, we're pretty much making everything we need for a second one of these. So why not just make a second one, right? It'll give us more capability, and it won't be too tricky to make, really. This guy is gonna be fantastic all on his own. All right, let us figure out how to make the europium, right? We need to be putting in two fluids. What are they? Niobium and hydrogen. That's relatively easy. Neodymium. That one. Neodymium. Haha. So let's do that, shall we? And fluids acquired. Let's toss these in here into this bad boy. Input. Yep, should be as simple as that. I at some point I do want to actually replace a lot of these input and output hatches. Why? Well, because finding which one actually is the proper output hatch is a little bit silly. You'd think that it could go to this one, but no, it goes to this one, right? Like, why is it going to this one? And how much do we need for the Mark II? Mark. Hi, Mark. Is anyone named Mark watching right now? 4 europium plates, and I think that's pretty much all we need. So something around like 600-ish, right? I don't know. We'll just wait a moment until it crafts up everything. That won't be a big deal. It's not going to run out of hydrogen. It will run out of neodymium a lot sooner. So we'll just wait on that. And what else were we trying to craft? We are trying to figure... No network power. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's actually very bad. Running perfectly. Okay. Why no network power? What's wrong? How about now? Huh. That's a little bit concerning. Spectre looks fine. Maybe it was just an energy glitch of some sort. No, it definitely ran out of something. What are you trying to accomplish right now? You're not doing anything. Silly system. Alright, so in that case, we're gonna grab our little Spectre dude that we just got, this Ender guy, and we're just gonna slap it on. Slap it. Why can't I slap it on here? What's wrong? Is this guy occupying the space? No. Can it not actually go right onto that bad boy? I don't know. That's very strange. We'll slap it right there. How about now? Go broom? There you go. Nice and full. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, let's see. Neodymium is going well. What we're trying to figure out is tungsten steel. We need about 200 and, what is it, 60 something of it. So that'll be here soon, and then we'll be able to make the 47 things for that. Oh, I guess if we're not making if we're not upgrading this one, then I am going to need to make more LUV machine casings. Ay, ay, ay. Down the rabbit hole, right? Thankfully, we already had them. So, well, I guess that's machine casings. Is that the right one? It is. Cool. We must have gotten those from a quest, I imagine. How many did this give us? It gave us some. Who knows how many? It's fantastic. I think next episode we'll look into that one. Yeah. Right now we're trying to get the level 2 together, or at least the fusion machine casings. And, oh yeah, the lovely europium should be almost done. I think it was in this little fella. That is enough to make what we need. Where is a fluid solidifier? Is it this fella? I think it is this fella. Molten europium. I just grabbed it. Did I not just grab it? Are you trying to tell me that I did not just grab that because I probably put in the tin? Oh yeah. No, I just, casually left it in the actual tank. Who's having fun? I hope you're having fun with me. That's plenty, at least for this craft. We're going to bend it up a yoink like so, and that europium is going to be what we need in an assembly line to make the lovely fusion computer, right? Fusion reactor Mark II. We'll need another one of that. We'll need some high picks. I guess we could get those ready. HPIC. Do we not have the recipe for that all set up? Oh dear. HPIC. Ah. No. Chemical reactor with red alloy. Never set that up. And here is the 47 fusion machine casings we need for that part of the quest. Yeah. So the Mark II is a bit wonky, right? It's going to need 2 of these LUV field generators, and each one of these needs 4 emitters amongst a whole bunch of other stuff. I was trying to get all this stuff together just for 1 emitter, and I mean, we can do it. I'll do it. But it's a lot. I think that after reviewing the insane amount of stuff, right? Because this is a lot just to make 1 of the emitters, okay? We need 8 of them to make this Mark II dude, along with wetware supercomputers, which aren't a big deal. I just got the HPICs, the high power integrated circuits. We have those set up, but that's a lot. That's a lot. We'll see. I don't think that we're going to be making the Mark III before the creative storage key, so we might have to change it up a little bit. But, well, that's a thing. We almost got there. It's displaying a Mark I, so I don't know why we can't have it on a Mark I. The Mark II isn't required, as far as I can tell, for the creative storage key. But yeah, speaking of the creative storage key, we have, let's see, where did we put them? We are almost there on quantum processors, so that is awesome. Jeez, this thing just takes a long time, doesn't it? Yeah, that is fantastic. Say hello, Kitty. Kitty doesn't want to make the Mark III either. And, oh, Kitty doesn't want to make the Mark II either. Oy, oy, oy. So, yeah, that's sort of where we're at. Let's see, can we make like a cool little throne out of these things? Make something just temporary. So, this is unfortunately probably going to be it for the episode. We did a lot of progress, and we're getting close. What's the next episode going to hold, right? We'll probably do either plasma. Plasma's one last thing remaining in this category. This guy is waiting for a Mark II, and then the chicken guy is the next one down. That's impossible, as far as I can tell in this current setup. Party equipment, that is probably going to be the next step. We need to make these awesome things, and for that we need the awakened core. Oh, that gives us an actual thingamabob. We'll definitely do that next time. We're going to get another trophy in the next episode, and possibly two if we get the power of the stars. In any case, this has been Creeta. This has been Feed the Beast. Bye-bye!